Hello everybody, welcome back to my show. Today I'm going to show you how to create an Android dictionary. That now we are standing in step 7 in part 2. That now we are standing here. Okay, that we are going to change our UI to apply with database structure. So now let's see my app demo before we start. Okay, so here I'm going to click on letter A. Okay, so now it's go to the type fragment that have a layout in this middle. So this we are going to add this layout. Okay, and next we are going to navigate to bookmark, and it will reset this toolbar. Okay, so if back, okay, if it's back by resume and search layout. Okay, so we are going to do this. So now let's go to our Android Studio. So now I just go to find my detail fragment. Okay, so I just go to layout and fragment detail. It's here. So now I just go to coding. So now I don't need this frame layout, so I just use a linear layout. Okay, so now I need an orientation, so I don't need this, so I set orientation with vertical. Okay, so now I need an other one layout, so I just use linear layout the same. I set it to match parent, and high I'm going to set it 50. Okay, so 50 dp. So with orientation I'm going to set it horizontal. Okay, so now I got my layout. So now I need a text view word, so now I just use a text view that width I'm going to set it with 0 dp, and I'm going to set height with match parent. So now it requires me to set wedge, so I'm going to set wedge with 1. Okay, so it's calm. So now I just set text to see my view, so I just put letter A. So now you see here. Okay, so now we can see it. So I need to align this, so now I'm going to set gravity to center vertical. Okay, so I got this one, but I need a padding from my word, so I'm going to set my layout padding left. Okay, I'm going to set it 16 dp, and with padding right I'm going to set it 16 dp also. Okay, so now I need another two button with volume and bookmark. So now I just add an image button, and I'm going to set with it 48 dp, high 48 dp also. So you can see this, it's come up with a background, so I don't need this background. So now I'm going to set a background. I'm going to use an attribute, okay, with this one, action background, action bar item background. Okay, so now it's clean, it's flat style for me. So now I'm going to duplicate this code. Okay, so now I got it. So next I need some icon. Okay, so now I just go to drawable, right click, new. I'm going to get it from vector set. So now I hit this button to find icon. Okay, so now I need a volume. Okay, so I choose this one. So I don't need a black 24, so just erase it. So next, finish. Okay, so now I got one, so I need two other. So just do the same thing. So now it's calm, so I just find on bookmark, I find with bookmark border. So now I don't need black 24, I just remove it. So next and finish. Okay, so now I need another one that find bookmark the same. Okay, but at this time I'm choose this one. Okay, so now I don't need 24, I put it field. Okay, so finish it. Now I got my icon. So let's back to my app demo first. So for this field bookmark icon, I put it with action color, and bookmark border I put it with primary color. Okay, I think it's primary, and text also primary too. So now I just go to find my icon first, icon bookmark border. So for this I just use primary color. Okay, for bookmark field I just use color action. Okay, so for other one is volume, so just find an icon volume, so it's here. So now I just set it to color primary. Okay, that's it. So now let's back to our layout. So actually in this text is also primary color, so now I just set it to primary color, and I'm going to change this font size. Okay, text size. Okay, so text size, so I set it to 20 sp. Okay, so now that's it. So now I just put my icon, so I just call to source attribute and find it from drawable by volume icon. Okay, so that's it. So other one is set and source attribute the same, but this time I'm going to get bookmark border. Okay, that's it. That's it. So actually in my app here you can see this line. Okay, so this line is an elevation. Okay, so now I'm going to set it with my layout. So I set elevation with 1.46 dp. Okay, so I'm going to set background color for it with my color code. I think it should like gray. Okay, so now I got this, and with this you see there's something from here. It's not just a text, it is an HTML text in this. Okay, you see it's an HTML text. So if you put text view, it can't render HTML string, HTML text. So in this control we use web view. So now I'm going to change this to use it web view. Okay, so actually I need another one control that scroll view. So now I just put it with match parent and high match parent also. So now I'm going to get it and pass it here to wrap my web view. So now I need to format my code. Okay, that's it. So now I just change my web view background color. I'm going to set it white, and also my scroll view I set it to white also. Okay, so now that's it. Let's see something change. So now I'm going to run it. Okay, it start building red dot, so just waiting. Okay, so now it's come. So now let's view to our detailed fragment layout. Okay, that's it. It's gone. Okay, so now I'm going to set this action for my image button. So I'm going to, when user hit this button, it's going to change this icon. So now let's move back to our layout. So now I need an ID for my view. So first I'm going to set my text view ID. So I'm going to set its text view word. Okay, so and for this one I'm going to set it ID. I'm going to call it btn volume. And okay, I spelled wrong. And and for other one I'm going to set btn bookmark. Okay, so for this one I'm going to set id. I'm going to call it TextView word translate. Okay, so that's it. Now let's go to our fragment layout. Oh, sorry, fragment class. So now I just collect this and go to find my class detail fragment. So now I spell this detail fragment wrong, so now I'm going to refactor it. Okay, or you can hit Shift F. So now I just refactor twice. So now I'm going to set it detail fragment. Okay, so now it's go to rename it for me. That's it. So now I need to global variable. So private, I'm going to get a text view. So now I just call it text view word, and other one is image button. So I'm going to call it btn bookmark, and other one is btn volume. Okay, so I need another one is web view. So I got text view word translate. Okay, so now I got all of my view. I just mapping value in this on view created. So now I don't need this toast anymore. So now I just call to text view word that I cast it to text view, and I get it from view. Find view by ID. I'm going to get it from resource ID text view word. Okay, so now I need other one text view word translate that I'm going to cast it to web view, and I get it from view. Find view by ID resource.id text view word translate. So now I need other one is btn bookmark. Okay, just do the same thing. Image button view dot find view by id resource dot id dot btn bookmark. So at this time I just duplicate my code, and I'm going to change it to btn volume, and I change this to btn volume also. So now I just got my view in my class. So now I just create an event from my btn bookmark dot set on click listener. I'm going to call it to on click listener. So now needs me to implement. So I just hit on Alt Enter, and I'm going to implement method. Okay. So now I got this. So by default I'm going to set my btn bookmark dot set page. Okay, I'm going to set it 0. So now when user click, I just get page by btn bookmark dot get page. Okay, so now I need an integer I that I get it from page. So now my page is returned with object. So now I just cast it to integer. Why I cast it to integer? Because I know in page is integer that is I set on this top. Okay, so now I just got my value from my page. So I make a condition that if I equal 0, it means that now this word, this letter A is not marked yet, cause by default I set it to 0. So when user hit this, it means user try to mark this word. So now if user try to mark this word, I'm going to change this icon. So I just set image resource, and I'm going to get it from resource drawable dot icon bookmark border, field. Okay, so after user set this, I'm going to set bookmark.setTage. I'm going to set it to number 1. So now I make an else condition, else if I equal 1. So now what I'm going to do, if I equal 1 means user try to remove bookmark. So when user try to remove bookmark, I'm going to change icon to bookmark border and go to set this state to 0. Okay, so now I think it should work. So just run and see it. Okay, so now it's calm. So now let's see something change. So now I just hit this button. Okay, it's go to field. Hit this button is go to border. Okay, so that's it for our layout design in detail fragment. So now let's move to bookmark fragment. So by hit this button is go to bookmark, but it will remove this. Okay, so now I just close everything here by close all, and now I'm going to find my so what should I do first for this thing? Okay, so now I'm going to find my main activity. So I just go to main activity. So now I need to collect everything. Okay, so now I need to override a method that on prepare option menu. So this method is going to execute every time that user navigate between fragment to other fragment. But please take note, this method execute, however, in your child fragment have set this line of code that I'm going to set it right now. So now on view created, I don't need this code anymore, and I'm going to set here is set hash option menu by true. Okay, so if you try to navigate to bookmark fragment and you set this to true, it means this method that on your main activity that is on prepare option menu will execute. Okay, if you don't put this line of code, it's not going to execute here. Okay, remember it. So now I just put it to execute it, and I need other one is on create option menu. Okay, so in this time in my app demo, when we navigate to bookmark, it have a clear button here. Okay, so now we just override on create option menu, and now we need a menu clear. So I just right click new menu resource. So I'm going to call it menu clear. Okay, so now let's go to code. Okay, so I don't need to type any code, so I just copy this code and pass it here. Okay, so now I just import class, and for this I choose it already. So for this I'm going to set it clear, and I don't need icon, and I'm going to call it action clear. Okay, so that's it. So just back to our bookmark fragment. So now I don't need this line of code. I just call inflate dot inflate that I inflate it from resource menu dot clear. Okay, menu clear, and in I will set it to my menu here. Okay, so now that's it for my bookmark fragment. So now let's go back to main activity on this thing here. So now I need to detect when user hit on this. So I need to detect is current active fragment is bookmark now. Okay, so now I need on string active fragment. Okay, that I get it from get support fragment manager. I'm going to find it by fragment ID. That fragment ID, where should I get this ID from? So now let's back to our main layout. Okay, so go back to main layout. So I put it here. So let's see, it's a main activity main. I'm going to upper main, and now I got this thing here. It's fragment container is here. Okay, that's contain fragment. It's a frame layout that contain our fragment. So now I just get this ID. So I put it resource.id frame container. I'm going to get class dot get simple name. So this class is just get a class that active in this fragment, in this frame layout, and get simple name is mean I get a class name of this class. Okay, so now I got a class that active in my frame container. So now I'm just make a condition if active fragment now is equal my bookmark fragment dot class dot get simple name. I should make a condition if not equal. It means that is my active fragment now is not bookmark fragment. So what I'm going to do, I just hide my option menu. Okay, so now I just go to on create option menu. I'm going to call this menu setting on this top. Okay, you see here. Okay, so now I'm going to menu setting dot, so I'm going to set it dot set visible equal true. Okay, so now I need to hide other one is text search here. Okay, so text search is in toolbar. So now I'm going to find my toolbar in on create. So toolbar is in here. So now I just make it to global. So just move it, remove this thing and put it here. So now I got my toolbar. So I'm going to call toolbar dot find view by ID. I'm going to find my text view search. So yes, this one, edit search. Okay, so I just go to find my edit search, and what I'm going to do, I just set visible, I set it's gone, and what I do next is toolbar dot set text, set title. I'm going to set it to bookmark. Okay, so L, I make an L condition, and what I'm going to do right now, so I just set it to visible equal false. I'm going to view it back, and I'm going to set this visible, and for this title I'm going to set it empty, and I return it with true value. So now let's see something change. Okay, just run it. Okay, so now it's come, but it's come with the wrong thing. Okay, so it's come with bookmark, and if I navigate to bookmark, it's come with this. So cause of I set this thing wrong here, so I'm going to make a condition. If active fragment now is bookmark, it's going to set this. Okay, so now let's rerun it again. Okay, so now it's come. So now off, we lose this option menu. So now I just go to find it again. So I just test it before I start to find. Okay, so it's back, it's gone. Okay, so I make a wrong condition here. I'm going to set it to 4. I'm going to set this to true. Okay, so I'm really sorry about that. So now let's see something change again. So you see this bookmark. So this is we don't need this select on navigation. So now we go to remove this select. So now just go to menu here and go to activity main drawer. So now I don't need this group, so just remove it, or you can put this to none. Okay, so everything will work perfect. Okay, so it's come. Okay, it's right. So now just go to bookmark. Okay, it's come with clear option menu off. Oh, maybe when it's be greater, it's not. I'm not saved this yet. So now it's come with the same thing. Okay, so now I show you something before we move to next step. So when I hit these bookmarks again, hits again. So I hit it 3 times. So now I just go to back, first, second, third. Okay, you see something wrong? First, okay, that's it. That is a problem. So now we are going to solve this. So where we are going to solve this, we are going to solve it in backbrace here. Or let me see. We're going to solve this in on navigation item select here. So now I make a condition. So I just get this active fragment first. So now let's imagine with me. If user click on bookmark fragment, and now active fragment is bookmark fragment. So now we don't need to allow user to navigate to bookmark fragments again, right? So now in this condition, it means user click on bookmark fragment. So now I just get an active fragment, and I make a condition. If active fragment equal bookmark fragment dot class dot get simple name equal 4. It means this condition is mean that if user click on this bookmark fragment and now a bookmark fragment is not active, so now just go to navigate to bookmark fragment. Okay, so if this active fragment is bookmark fragment, do nothing and go to close navigation drawer and returns it. So now let's see something change. Okay, so now it's come. So now let's see something change. Just go to bookmark, just hit bookmark, and press back. First time it's going to be okay. So just first, second, third. So now just back. I hit it again. It's not okay. It's back directly. So that's it. So this is for part 2. So thank you for watching. We are going to apply SQLite with this UI in next step. So thank you for watching. See you on next video. Bye bye.